Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2023 monthly reading here. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight in. Hopefully you all are doing well. Good news, the overhead camera is back. It has come back to life. So let's take a look here. What's going on with Sagittarius? Also, if you're watching this video today, September 27th, down below in the comments is a link to the astrology forecast for today. So if you want to know about the current astrology for the day, what to be aware of, I would highly recommend that you check that video out. I know it will provide you with a lot of awareness for the day. So let's do it. What's going on here, Sag? Oh, look who came out. Sagittarius. A lot of stuff going on here, Sag. A lot of moving parts already in this reading that I'm seeing. Oh, whoops. This last row I'm going to be pulling is I'm adding this onto the spread, but these are going to be where I intuitively kind of go into predictions and stuff like that and see if there's additional things happening here. So we'll come back to this row as well a little later. Woo! Some of y'all got some success on the horizon. You're going to be happy. You're going to be confident, feeling on top of the world. Something new is being birthed into your reality, and it's going to give you like this super spark of motivation, inspiration. All right, let's see. That makes sense. I feel like there could be something minor that you're letting go of this month, and it kind of may feel like a loss, but it's not. I think that's the illusion, like, oh, this is a loss, or like, oh, like I have to let go of this. But I actually think it's like a blessing in disguise, which kind of ties into what I was saying here about this. So let's get into this reading, because this reading's pretty deep read. All the readings have been pretty deep lately. You have the Queen of Pentacles here for your overall energy. The Queen of Pentacles really deals with us being resourceful and productive. So I feel like this is going to be a month to where it's like you're starting to clean things up here, Sagittarius. The way you do like your work, the way you take care of your own emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being, everything. Like there's this energy here of wanting to purify things. And also it's like you want to purify things so that way you can create space for newer blessings or newer things to be channeled into your reality here. And I know you're making changes, or there's a lot of changes going on in your reality at this time because you have the Tower card for your current energy, right? There's a lot of changes. Some of them are unexpected. Some of them you've kind of were expecting. You could also be creating your own Tower moment. You're ready to, again, clear things out, declutter. Because your challenge at this time is like trying to be more productive, trying to find an efficient way to do things better in your life and working on yourself and self-refining yourself. And that disperses out into all areas of your life. You have the Death card here for your advice. And I would say anything that is leaving your life, like let it go. Right? Let it go. Something that you're unaware of here is the Temperance card. It's like you're in this process of recreation, and Libra kind of got a similar energy. So if you have Libra placements, I'll watch the Libra reading. But you're in this process of recreation and kind of reformulating and reshaping your reality at this time. And I think the reason why is because of these Tower moments, these things that have been happening, or this is just you creating your own Tower moments, right? But you did pull this. Well, we'll get to the Oracle cards. I'll tie it all in. But you have but like I said here, the Death card is like let go of anything at this time that is trying to leave your life and step into transformation. The more you resist, it's going to persist. So if something isn't working, Eight of Pentacles, something that you've been doing, if it's not working, don't be afraid to change it. I think that's the blessing in disguise. Because either way, I feel that the universe is going to show you that something isn't working. So it's like you can either do it the easy way or you could wait until the hard way. Like, you know what I mean? So I think the Strength card is wanting you to, whoops, there it goes. I think the Strength card is wanting you to let go of the resistance, right? Because the Strength card isn't always about this active yang force. Sometimes it's about an active yin force, our ability to be able to let go of control. So I think by you letting go of control, it's like something may be leaving your life, but it doesn't feel to me that it's like something catastrophic. It's just something that will turn out to be a blessing in disguise this month. And you did pull this 12th house escape card, and your 12th house is Scorpio, and the sun will come into Scorpio toward the end of October. And the 12th house does deal with loss, but it's also a house of self-redemption, right? So it's like the things that you're letting go of as we step into Scorpio season also gives you the ability to have self-redemption, to start new, to start fresh. I always look at the 12th house sometimes as like a spiritual rejuvenation that you're going through, a spiritual cleaning. Everything that's not in alignment for your highest good is being removed out of your life, which is the 5 of Cups here. It's like I see you possibly like being upset or disappointed by it, but you know, if you look at this card, it's like that river is just going to keep going. You know what I mean? Whatever falls into that river, the river's going to take it, and you got to let it go. So I think you're letting go of certain things here that you were once emotionally attached to, and you're learning how to accept it and have grace for yourself with the Temperance, and also allow yourself to recreate yourself or recreate something the way you want to create it. You have this miracles happen, give the universe your clear intention, right? It's like a blessing in disguise. And you may be thinking, oh, like, dang it, or like, well, I don't know. But I think you'll be quite shocked the turnaround of how things start to turn around toward the end of October. Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, because you're headed towards success. Like, you have success on the horizon, but there's something here that is like karmically that needs to be let go of. Because whatever this is going to allow you to really step into the light of like the success that is destined for you. And the 4 of Wands being here, you being proud of yourself, and you actually understanding like your own strength and your own confidence. So it's like something may look bad at first, but then you quickly realize, oh, it's actually not that bad. Actually, it was a blessing in disguise. And I'm gonna touch base on this more. I see some of you actually celebrating something here. Maybe it's an event that you're going to. You could be like receiving some sort of accolade or some sort of award here, or accomplishing something this month as well. I'm going to clarify that, of course. We'll get more into it, but yeah, let's jump into reading more deeper. Twelfth house too, like, is a house of detractors. Like, people say it's like hidden enemies. I guess you can say that, but it's like detractors. It's like people that you're kind of unaware of that are detracting you from things, right? It's kind of like the troll that shows up in the comments, you know. But also too, like, yeah. Clarify this, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the World card here. There's a beginning that's starting here. I think the World card is the archetype of Saturn. I read very eclectic, right? Just depending on like what the cards are and the energies are. There's so many different interpretations of the cards. The World card is actually the archetype of Saturn, and Saturn can represent maturity and having to have more structure. And I think that's what you're doing, Queen of Pentacles in the World card, especially when it comes to your foundation, your home life, your personal life, family, all of that stuff. It's like you're recreating a new foundation, or something is beginning here, something has happened to where it's like you're having to focus on the foundation of something. Ooh, that card didn't want to come out. Clarify this. Tower card, Queen of Wands. You're ready for it though. I think you're embracing kind of the change. It's not easy, but I think you're kind of ready to kind of break out of this. You're limiting, sort of like break out of these limitations or these restrictive forces. Page of Cups. King of Cups here. Definitely a deep process of maturity, right? Growth. Like a deep process of growth and maturity. Some of you may be feeling like you're lacking inspiration. Clarify the Strength card in the future. Death card. Man, my cards are on point. Toot my horn a little bit. Look at that. 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 Some of y'all may have Scorpio on your chart. Look at that. Look at that, Sag. Look. Death card, the King of Cups. Has your advice. I think it's time for you to actively engage in this transformational process and no longer play small, and understand that there's a bigger purpose here and you have a bigger purpose, and allow yourself to mature and evolve here instead of staying stuck doing the same things, right? Strength card, the Death card. It's like kind of being brave. I see you being brave. Like you're like, you know what? I'm ready for the change. I'm ready to do something different, and I'm accepting this. Because it's like, I'm almost picking up this energy, Sag, to where you ever like outgrow something and you know you've outgrown it, but it's like you're just used to always doing it. I think you're realizing here, you're like, you know what? I'm ready to do something else. Like, I see you doing that. Could be on a big scale, could be on a minor scale. Clarify this Temperance in the position of something you're unaware of. The Chariot. You got a long journey. This is your own journey, and through your journey, it's like you're going to be finding things that you like. You're going to be also the things that you once liked, you end up not liking them. So it's like this constant interchange of keeping things in your life that you like, discarding the things that you don't like anymore, and allowing yourself to really go through this deeper integration of maturing and chasing the things, the newer dreams and the newer things that you have. It's interesting. You may go on like a long trip or like a long journey here. Like there may be some unexpected travels or maybe some spontaneous travels that you make or something like that. You have the Emperor and the Five of Cups here in the outcome. Yeah, it's almost like you feel like you're being vulnerable this month. Like you're being vulnerable to embrace transformation, embrace change, and start over, and to do things newer. And you're kind of a beginner. And like the Five of Cups is when we become vulnerable and we lose like this sort of, we think we lose like this power. But that's the illusion, right? That's the illusion. Because nothing's lost here. But I see you no longer being passive about these certain things, and I see you starting to be more active about them. Like active in regards to the transformation and the change that you want to make. Clarify this Ace of Wands here, the Wheel of Fortune. Woo! Yeah, this new chapter that you're going into, it's going to feel so enlivening. It's going to feel so full of life. Justice card, Four of Wands here. I also see you here, Sag. it's kind of hard to explain. Some of you, we're going into the predictions anyway, so this is where I'm gonna flow and go. But the Justice card, 4 of Wands here. If you're like self-employed, I think something that you're gonna be realizing is like you're your brand, right? So it doesn't matter what you do, it's who you are and who also you're becoming, but it's like who you are. And I think you're realizing that like let's just say your identity has been solely focused around, let's just say you were always a streamer. And you're like, you know what, I don't know if well, that's not a good example. Whatever, fuck it. It's 11:11 on the clock, by the way. And the 4 of Wands is 11:11. That's pretty wild. But let's just say for instance, 11:11. Let's just say, for instance, like let's just say you always worked at a particular corporate job and you're like, that's your identity. You're a salesperson. Right? But you've built like a name for yourself, or like you've built something for yourself. Like it's like you're the face. I don't know how to really explain this shit. Basically that you're your own brand. It's like you are the prize. You are the value, not what you're associated with. You are the value. And I see you building up your value. And I also see you like trusting yourself and believing in yourself. And I think if there's anything new that you're beginning, just by being you, I think something will be extremely successful. 6 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Y'all still following me, Sagittarius? And so I see you being proud of yourself that you sort of went after what it is that you wanted and accomplished something that you've been wanting to accomplish. It kind of seems like the first initial steps of accomplishment toward like a bigger thing. But nonetheless, I think this is like a good start and a new beginning. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the link's down below in the description. Any specific question that you have, I answer that specific question for you. All the details are there. Just click the link and it'll take you to my website and you can book a reading. Also, be sure to check out the video that I just did, the astrology forecast for September 27th. So if you're watching it after September 27th, it probably won't. There'd be no point. But otherwise than that, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all later.